So, welcome everyone to this incredible full moon ceremony. This is a super blue moon in Aquarius. And so that means that it is a full moon, a blue moon, and a super moon. And all of you know, obviously, what a full moon is. A blue moon is not really about the color of the moon, but instead of the frequency of the moon. So the frequency of a moon, there's two different definitions of a blue moon. One, it describes when there are two full moons in a single month, which is a very rare occurrence that only happens, only about 3% of full moons are blue moons, and they happen about every 2 or 3 years. But we also have right now a seasonal blue moon in which a calendar season contains 4 full moons instead of the usual 3. And so that means that this summer season, well, depending on whether you're in the Western Hemisphere or the Northern Hemisphere or the Southern Hemisphere, there are 4 full moons this season. And the, excuse me. All sorts of things going on. The super moon refers to the moon's orbit, which brings it closer to the Earth this month, making it appear bigger and brighter. And this occurs when, because the Earth is elliptical instead of just a circle. And so there are times when the moon is fuller and closer to our planet. So this is a very, very, very unique time for this experience. So this blue super full moon in Aquarius is the full moon of initiations and awakenings. And it is what they're saying, it could be one of the most powerful full moons. Not only is it the most powerful full moon of 2024, but possibly the most powerful full moon of the decade. So hold on tight, because if any of you are feeling like I have been, I took 2 naps yesterday. I slept 9 hours last night. I have had all sorts of energy going on. There is some really incredible stuff happening right now. And the next month is going to solidify how you jump into timelines and where you move in your future. So I'm so excited to have all of you here. So for those of you that don't know, my name is Melissa Binkley, and I am dedicated to orchestrating transformational journeys that blend the wisdom of ancient lineages with the innovations of quantum physics and modern science. I'm the founder of the Sacred Soul Alchemy Mystery School, and we are a sanctuary for seekers and healers, providing pathways to enlightenment, healing, and empowerment through our mystery school and our other arrays of live events and programs. My teachings draw from the traditions of the Egyptian and Vedic mystery schools, the Venus starseeds, the Pleiadians, Isis and Hathor, the Essenes, integrated with shamanic practices, Vedic wisdom, and cutting edge quantum technologies and modern science of the heart, brain, and field. I have over 20 different degrees and certifications, and I'm getting a PhD in the science of consciousness and human potential. And I went from having a life of complete chaos and from homelessness and drug trafficking to being a leader through healing my own shit to get to this point. And so my mission is to unlock human potential, fostering a harmonious balance between our spiritual fulfillment and our scientific understanding so that we can guide ourselves towards our highest selves, really unveiling miracles, bridging worlds so that we can transform, heal, and ascend together. And so this year, I opened up the Sacred Soul Alchemy Mystery School. We had our first round earlier in the spring, and our second round is coming in the fall. And I'm really excited because during our Sacred Soul Alchemy Mystery School, we work through things like the dark night of the soul, transmutation, spiritual practices, alignment with universal truths, integration and renewal, healing your trauma, all of the things from the past so that you can reach higher states of consciousness. So let's check in with everyone and see, where are you right now with this full moon? What have you been feeling? What have you been noticing? Let's see, we've got people in here from Hungary, Colorado, New York City, the UK, Guatemala, New York, Bloomington, Indiana, Florida, Australia. We've got a great group of people here today. I love seeing that. Yes. It's so wonderful to have you all here. And I'm wondering, are you noticing the energy? Have you felt extra tired? Do you feel the chaos? Do you notice what's going on in here? Right now, this full moon, and we're going to dive deep into the astrology behind it, what's really happening, and then how you can use this information to really heighten your life, to move forward, to really make a shift. And we're going to be doing a ritual and a ceremony to get you settled. And I'm going to give you some practices to do over the next 2 days because this is a chaotic time right now. There is a lot of mood swings, turbulence. You might feel like you want to go into your villain era right now. You might feel like there's a lot of chaos. So there's a chaotic energy that is bringing about unhingedness and massive change. But it's asking you to let go of your past version. You know, that old version is going to be completely destroyed, but it won't come with ease. And so this massive change all hinges on your next month. And that's where we're at right now. Now, if you also have a sign in Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or Aquarius, this is going to be double the effect for you, meaning that it's going to affect you even more. And so you're going to experience intense feelings of tension, discontent, frustration with your existing life situation, but that's allowing for breakthroughs and unforeseen shifts. But that means it's also going to cause chaos, right? It's here to allow for an opening of new doors, to inspire you to drastically reinvent yourself and make radical decisions. Massive changes, massive upgrades. And so this full moon, which all full moons, they represent the peak of our lunar cycle, right? It's at this time of the month when the moon receives the highest amount of sunlight, shining bright into the dark night. So think about that. You're shining a light on the darkness. You're shining a light on all the crap, the underworld, the stuff that's going on. So our emotions are heightened when the moon is full, and what needs to be felt, seen, and resolved comes to the surface. So around this time, we're looking to seek more clarity, have opportunities to access a new level of awareness. This current full moon brings our attention to how we integrate our individuality within our communities, how we fit our creative expression into group contexts, and how we harmonize our personal interests with the focus on the interests of our communities or our collective issues. And there's a lot of collective stuff going on right now. So how many of you are someone that you work in the collective? Like myself, I'm a healer and a scientist and a guide, and I work with the collective. How many of you, put a 1 in the chat if you're someone that you're like, yes, I'm someone that I'm here and I'm working with the collective in some sort of way, or I'm here to help the new earth or the new consciousness, or maybe it's just through a product, or maybe it's just in your own community, in your home, or in your corporate job. I have a lot of corporate people that I work with that is their community, right? And we can bring these experiences through that. So this blue super full moon in Aquarius brings dynamic, revolutionary, and electric energy into our lives. It's really motivating us to revolutionize our reality, to make long due changes, to break free from stagnation. And so this is the time to take a moment now, and I want you to just think about, where are you stagnant? Where do you want to break free? Where have you been stuck? What is that last final piece? Maybe you've been working on yourself for years, right? Like I know I've been working on myself for years, and I've been teaching now since 2010. And yet there's still more layers, more peeling of this. And so I feel like I'm like at a precipice where I just know I just jumped into a new timeline. Things around me don't feel the same. People are different. I'm not feeling the same connection to the communities that I did before. I just moved to another state. I just went through a separation, all of these different things. And this really starting to show up right now, like the shifts that are happening. And so where are you stagnant? Where is it? Because this is the next month is the time that if you're holding on to any of the last things, and this initiation and awakening is not just about this lifetime. So as someone that brings initiates into our mystery school, when I talk about the path of an initiate is someone that is you're getting initiated through rites and rituals and ceremonies into a new way of being, into a new experience. And so if you're in this phase of initiation right now, it's asking you to step into your greatest self. It's asking you to step into the next level of what's happening for you. And the activation of Uranus increases the possibility of experiencing these initiations and awakenings, but through shocking and unexpected events, breakdowns, sudden losses, that represent, something that represents stability and security. So if you're one of those that really doesn't enjoy your job, and you've been talking about how you want a new job, or you want, a new home, don't be surprised if something radical happens and all of a sudden that you lose the job, or you have to move, or right. This is the key here of this time. It's unexpected events, breakdowns. But the beauty of a breakdown, an unexpected event, what we call sometimes the dark night of the soul, right, is before every breakthrough, there must be a breakdown. You must break down old beliefs, ideas, and habits to break through to a new existence. And so when we are in the midst of a breakdown or an unexpected event or a shakeup that rocks us to our core, what most people do is they go into a space of fear or or retraction. And instead, what it's asking you to do is push through, to open up, to look to see, because on the other side of that line is everything that you've been asking for. But we are looking to go today beyond the threshold of fear. So one of the energies of this full moon today is about, how do I go beyond the threshold of fear? Because usually if there's somewhere in your life where you're stagnant, where things are holding you back, where you're not able to move through something, it is due to the fact that you fear something else is going to happen. So let's say you want to move to another state and create and have a new job or a new business, or you want to, do something that feels really powerful, but you're still perpetuating the experiences because you're doing the same thing over and over and over again, but you keep talking about how I want this other thing to happen. The fear is what's keeping you doing the same thing over and over again, because that's all you know, because that is the stuckness of where you're at. And yet there's going to be some sort of shakeup that's going to allow you to say, okay, what now? What is it that I can do that's as it shifts me into this other thing? And then the key here is when you hit what we call a harmonic point. So one of the chapters in my book that I'm just so excited, I just sent back for a second round of edits to my editor that's coming out in March of next year. We talk about the concept of harmonic points. And every time you hit a harmonic point, which is a repeat in your life where you're here, but the situations around you are repeating a pattern that you've now experienced 2, 3, 4, 5, sometimes 6, 7 times in your life because you haven't learned the lesson yet. When you get to that harmonic point, and this one it may come to you through an unexpected event or a breakdown, it's asking you, you're at a choice point, and it's asking you to make another choice. And so the choice has to be different than what it was before. It has to be a massive shift from the way that you've been doing things in the past. And this requires open-mindedness, flexibility, and trust in life. How many of you are willing and ready to step into a new experience? Are you willing to be, I see a hand raised. Yeah. Are you willing to be open-minded and flexible? So I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to write in the chat. Oh, I've got all sorts of things going on over here. Beautiful. My stagnation, company and personal finances, weight, my relationship with my son. The shifts are already happening. So what I want you to know is, I want you to ask yourself intuitively, like in the mystery school, we teach you how to tap into your inner knowing and to understand through kinesiology and other aspects, how to really understand the key to what your mind and body is doing. But I'm going to give you a simple tip right now. You can ask yourself something, and you can ask for it on a scale of 1 to 10, and you will automatically get a number in your head. Don't question it, just write it down. So on a scale of 1 to 10, ask yourself this: on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you trust life in the universe right now? put your number in the chat. This just gives you and there's no right or wrong here. This just gives you an idea of where you're at. Oh, good. We got some great numbers here. Lovely. Yeah, so repeating the question, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you trust life and the universe right now? We have everything from 5s to 10s. Beautiful. Awesome. So now the key is if you trust life and the universe and you know it's going to always have your back, what's stopping you from living into your greatest dreams, your greatest destiny, right? So around this time right now with this energy, we have Mercury in retrograde, which is strengthening our ability to embrace unpredictability and uncertainty, because that's the time of what we're working through right now, right? During this time of transition or transformation, where change is forced rather than chosen, many of us will be able to connect with a new sense of freedom, power, agency. We'll have a chance to see ourselves and our lives from a new vantage point. So one of the things I teach is like, how do you step out of your personal perception and awareness to step into your higher self, into the soul view, and look down on your life and see the experience from that aspect. That was what happened to me recently when I was going through a really difficult experience. And from a human level, the pain and the challenge of leaving a relationship with someone that I had loved for 25 years was super difficult for me from a human perspective. But the gift of what I was able to do was through working with Isis came in and worked with me and a couple of others. I was able to project myself and see all of my lifetimes together and see this from a soul view and the lesson that I was meant to learn in this life so I could finally heal lifetimes of rejection and abandonment core wound. And so what happened when this situation came into my life, instead of feeling rejection or abandonment, I was able to break open to more love and compassion than I had ever felt before in my life. This is what is available for us now. If we're able to look from a new vantage point, able to step into our soul's view at this time. And so I'm asking you for the next month to see, how can I step into my soul's view? How can I get a bird's eye view? How can I, look at my life from a distance, from a higher perspective, from an objective perspective, in order to recognize where we've been too either self-centered or too focused, where we've missed important information or details about what is going on around us. The Aquarius full moon is here to bring the spotlight, into that and our relationship with the larger human collective. And it challenges us to relate to our creativity in a way that allows us to serve others. How many of you here know that you're on a mission to serve? Put a 2 in the chat if you're like, I'm on a mission to serve. The chat's blowing up. Yeah, exactly. And so to be able to serve at a deeper level, we have to look at the threshold of our fears. And this event also is bringing our attention to Aquarius, is about our attention to our relationship with technology, the internet, social media, and how that impacts our quality of life and the quality of our relationships with ourselves and others. So the actual theme for the next 20 years, because Pluto is in an Aquarius transit, is complete transformation of our relationship between humans and technology. Ooh, powerful, right? Because it is that is the key to what we're going on in through right now. We're in this age of technology with this Aquarius, the age of the Aquarian. And then on top of that, now we're in a 20-year cycle of what is going to happen with technology. And we are on a split timeline right now, right? Earth, Mother Gaia, has shifted into a new timeline. And yet, us as the human experience, we are on several different timelines. And those of us that are psychic can see timelines, can see the future, that have the ability to tap into those things. I've been for my docu-series, I've been interviewing, I have 45 people that I interview for my docu-series. And this year we have about a 2.5 million reach. And one of the things that I've been speaking to with, like Lisa Barnett, who is with the Akashic Records, and Alicia Rushton, who channels and works with Divine DNA, and several of other of these amazing thought leaders that I've been working with, are all saying the same thing. We can't see the timelines for the future of Earth right now, of Mother Earth, of Mother Gaia, of where our humanity and our planets are going. Why? Because there are so many of them and so many potentials that it is up to each of us as an individual to align to the frequency of the highest one, so that we can all choose together to go into New Earth. But right now, there are so many next to each other, time and time again. And I'm currently I have a timeline course that we teach, this time bending and quantum jumping, and to understand how do we really step into our highest destiny timeline. And it's one of the things that we dive deep into in the mystery school, because we have to understand right now, how do I align to the frequency of these timelines? Because what you'll see, you're going to see a perception. There are people living on completely different timelines right now than you, but your realities are converging. You're together. You're here. And so you may see someone on social media that all they're posting is about all the negative, horrible things that are going on in the earth, and all, and resistance and all these things. And then you have this other where everybody's talking about the beauty and the light. And both of those realities are happening right now, but it is our choice which one we focus on, to which one we align to for the future of New Earth and Mother Gaia. Whatever frequency you put out and align to is the one that you will bring forth. The old saying, the dragon that you feed is the dragon that survives. So if I'm feeding the dragon of horror and trauma and resistance, then that is the one that is going to live on in our existence. If I feed the dragon of oneness and unity and transformation, then that is the one we will align to. So it is your choice right now to allow yourself to align through that. So this current blue super full moon in Aquarius brings this issue to the spotlight. It's challenging us to gain awareness of how we want our lives to look, and how we want our lives to look in terms of things like social media, screen time, reliance on technological devices, artificial intelligence. This is one of the reasons why, although I love teaching these classes here with you on, YouTube and Zoom and doing this, why I'm went back to doing live events, right? I have my Egypt trip, the initiates for going to Egypt for the mysteries in March of 2025. I have the Quantum Miracles Autumn Equinox retreat here in Austin, Texas, September 21st and 22nd is a live event, because what I'm trying to do is move away from all of this time and this reliance on technology as a interface, and get us back into full embodiment in our bodies. This is an opportunity to release the habits that don't serve us, right? Get clear on how we want to relate to other people, and really rewire. Think about this. How many of you sleep with your phones in your bedroom? Do you sleep with a cell phone in your bedroom? No. Good. Okay. I challenge you, if you sleep with a cell phone in your bedroom, to put it outside of the room and start sleeping without it in the room. Couple of different things, right? First off, the frequencies and things like that. But second off is, you want to change your relationship to social media and the phone and its attachment to you. Put it outside of the room and notice what happens when you wake up. Are you immediately wanting to reach for the phone? Are you immediately trying to tap in and see what's going on? Instead of going inwards, you can find the answers. Everything that is on social media, everything that is about the energy of the world and everything, it's within you. The universe is inside you. You are an antenna and have the ability to tap into all of that information within you. And so I would challenge you to put your phone outside your room, sleep with it outside. Don't touch it for at least a minimum of an hour after you wake up. I go for 3 hours. I don't get on my platforms, social media, work, anything like that. My assistant comes on at 9 a.m. and at 9 a.m. is when I will get on WhatsApp to text with her. But anything before that, that is it. I may send I may send a couple of messages to people that I love in the morning, but I'm not on social media. I leave my phone outside of the room for at least a couple of hours when I'm doing my meditations and my grounding and my light pulling, right? Like I have a ritual that allows me to open up into the day, and I teach all these different practices like grounding into the experience. Absolutely, Christine, we do need a mix of in person and online. So I'm not stopping doing online stuff. That my mystery school is taught online, and we have a live portion that you can come to. Right? I agree. We have to have both. Like there is no letting go of the online. My docuseries is reaching 2.5 million people. I could never do that in person. But we're having a live kickoff to it. So there are these pieces where we're doing both of those. But I also know that for those that can, and when the time is right, being able to have a live experience is going to be really powerful. And next year in 2025, I will actually be coming live all over the United States and a couple of places in Europe for my book tour and be able to do live experiences in maybe your town. So if you want me to come there, let me know and we can work something out. So, these kinds of things where I believe we do have to have a balance of both of them. So I agree, definitely. So let's talk about what else is going on, right? So this full moon in Aquarius wants you to let guess what? Your freak flag fly. That means like, how are you not being your true self? I know that I have I have a big freak flag. I am very, very unique. I have a lot of things that maybe people wouldn't always agree with. And so I want to hear, what is your uniqueness? What is your uniqueness? Where are you hiding something that you're super unique about? Let me explain what mine was that I hid for years because I was so afraid of being judged as weird. So as someone who's a scientist, right? Like I studied neuroscience and quantum physics and got my, trainings and degrees with like the Institute for Integrative Nutrition and was very scientifically based in the work that I was teaching, yet I was intuitive. I could channel. I was getting all these messages. And I was really afraid to share about that. I was really like, oh, that's going to seem super out there. And then in 2021, when I was in Egypt, I laid in the sarcophagus of in the King's Chamber of the Great Pyramid. And I had a visceral shift and an initiation into deepening my channeling and my experiences. And then later on that trip, I was in Luxor and I had a private viewing with a 2,000-year-old statue of Sekhmet. And I was handed the staff that I had been handed energetically on my birthday in 2017 in Bali, a lot. I was handed this staff and I didn't know what to do with it. And so this now 5 years, later, or 4 years later in Egypt, Sekhmet took the staff, it was her staff, and she set it inside my body, and the crown, the top of the staff illuminated my pineal gland, and it burst open, and I started seeing all this light. And ever since then, my ability to channel and the things that I see and know, and my connection to the galactic realms has taken off even more. But I was afraid to share that because I was like, people are going to think, like, really, you channel like things like Isis and Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene, and you have a connection with Yeshua. And I'm like, people are going to just think you're nuts. So I'm not going to share any of these things. And then as I kept coming in more and more and more, I kept getting more messages, and I had more guides coming onto my team. And they're like, you have to share this. And so I was like, all right, I'm going to let my freak flag fly. I'm going to just tell everybody. And then the beauty of what happened was when we were in Bali in March for my retreat, the Bliss Bali retreat. We had a beautiful group of people there, and one of my healers that I work with, that is a Balinese healer, Bon is his name. He was there doing work on one of the attendees, and when they came out of it, I was in a room with everyone else, and I had been sitting there, and I was channeling these messages, and I asked, I said, I want to know that this is real. I want to know that I'm not just making this shit up. I said, I want to see something. Well, what happened was, Bon walked out, and he was like, who are those people? He's like, who are those people over there and those people over there? And it was, he actually could physically see the beings that I was channeling, which was Ra was there, and Isis and Mother Mary. And so at that point in that moment, I was like, all right, I'm going to be open about it, as open as I can be, because I had been hiding it and keeping it as part of my community, and not really sharing it with the rest of the world. So what is your freak flag? What are you here to share? What is unique about you? I want you to put it into the chat. I'd love to know, what is your uniqueness? And I want to hear about it. Yeah. So Aquarius ignites this energy in a sense of freedom and newness. And so there's this truer version of you waking up, and it might be coming in hard and fast and unable to handle. And so, with this happening, this in Aquarius, and we're also looking at it being with this Mercury retrograde that is also in conjunct with the sun, it wants us to understand, where are we denying our unique soul light? Where are you denying your unique soul light? Think about it. I'll write it down. So, because this time right now, this is about radical purification. This is the great purging. This is the great letting go. This is blasting away your upper limits so that you can shine your light. So ask yourself right now, where am I dimming my light? And we'll be doing, it's full moon illumination. We're going to be illuminating your light today in our ceremony. Going to be illuminating that. So with this full moon in Aquarius, retrograde in Mercury, right, suggests that there is a polarization between logic, emotion, rationality, and feeling. So these days we might find ourselves projecting our biases onto others, diminishing the validity of others. Misunderstandings and conflicts can arise. We may feel more rigid or and less open to compromise. And so this is where that wildness starts to come in, right? Like, there's a lot of energy here. So especially for the next 2 days, pay attention to the chaos. You might even honestly just hole up inside. If you're one of those that you're like on a rocky standing and you're not sure you can really control your emotions right now, just stay inside and hang out. I mean, or alone. Maybe go outside and ground into the ground, but maybe not go to a big event or go hang out with a group of people or go have that lunch with the family member that really annoys you, because it could just not go very fun. So you might want to just be like, all right, I'm just here with myself. And there's also a really crazy energy going on with this full moon, because you have both the sun and the moon that are square Uranus. And then we have the beautiful asteroid Lilith on the other side. And this brings enormous awakening energy, right? So this is the Band-Aid being ripped off. This is what's happening right now. Lilith is the wild feminine energy. And it's about to just come storming and roaring like the lion, right? Leo the lion, roaring into your life. So where are you going to allow yourself to be shaken up by this? And so we might have frustration and discomfort right now, but it's asking us to take action and make change, which is what we're going to focus on today. Where do you need to take action? Where do you need to change? And this activation of Uranus, right, the planet of rebellion, deconditioning, sudden shocks, suggests a surge in our desire to break free from restrictions and limitations. Where are you limiting yourself? Where are you saying, I'm finally done and I'm no longer going to be put up with this crap? Uranus is the great awakener, right? So again, remember, full moon, initiations and awakening. And this is exactly what we do in the mystery school, right? My goal is, how do I usher you into your own greatest awakening, your initiation, your highest lifetime, your highest success, heal that stuff from the past. And we do it through the mysteries and science, you know? And this is where you're at. So Uranus facilitates sudden flashes of genius, downloads, visions of the future. So where can we do this? But it also peaks us into our restlessness and our discontent with existing conditions. Where are you discontent? Is it a relationship, a job, a life situation? And then you bring in that energy of Mercury that says, okay, yeah, we have all this stuff. There's a discontent. There's a restlessness. I'm getting these flashes of genius and these downloads. And then Mercury says, yeah, and there's going to be some delays and some misunderstandings and some reconsiderations. And it might unfold slower than you expected. So it can feel like a lightning bolt, right? Radical awakener. You know, you have the planet of change, revolution, the unexpected, bringing new ways and unique ways of thinking. And, you know, then you have Lilith with that wildest, most primal aspects of your feminine self waking up, helping you to evolve. You know, there's a lot of beautiful energy going on. That's why I said this whole month, you can play with this energy. This whole month, I'm asking you to really step in and say, what is different for me? And then we have our beautiful planets of, you know, Jupiter and Saturn that are increasing our tension and our desire for expansion and growth. So the Jupiter Saturn square it's motivating us to question our beliefs, challenge us to realistically assess how to manifest our vision in the world of form. So it's asking us to be realistic, because it is not enough anymore to just have a vision and a dream and not put realistic actions and steps into place, right? We have to align energetically, and then we have to take one small step. So if you've been sitting and experiencing and building for the last year or two, saying, I want to create this thing or do this thing or make this happen, and yet it's pie in the sky and you haven't put in an actionable step to make it happen, and you're just sitting, I'm going to do law of vibration and sit on the thing. It's not how it works. I'm actually on the opposite end of what I believe about the law of attraction, because I will tell you what I teach with retrocausality and the quantum field is, yes, your vibration is important, but your vibration is not attracting something to you. Your vibration is something that is a polarity, is a holographic experience where it is coming from the inside out, and where your future self is pulling you towards that. And so we have to look at these things in a different way. Our ideas around creation and manifestation and the understanding of them are changing. So there might be a feeling of crisis in action right now, or 2 steps forward and 1 step back. We might try to, you know, as we try to leave our comfort zone, it might feel intense and slow us down. And that's okay. Just keep persisting through those things, right? Allow yourself to reflect on where you're at. Look at how you're showing up. Where do you need to mature and grow? The beauty about this is right now we have the opportunity to recognize and address the inner conflicts and inner securities that hold us back from valuing ourselves, from fully committing to what is valuable to us, from taking actions towards our goals, and from taking responsibility for ourselves and our desires. So where are your inner conflicts? Where are the things holding you back? And then the last piece, throwing into this mix, we have Venus, right? Venus is the ruler of our heart, the feminine, the goddess of love, our relationships. And she is conjunct with Hecate, which is the queen of witches, right? It is the underground and the belly. So Venus is giving all this love to Hecate right now, right? She is our wise woman, our crone. She's the medicine woman of mysteries. And so she's the dark feminine. And the dark feminine is juicy and yummy, and we're so scared to go into that place. But the female, the womb, is dark. So there's all this energy in the world right now about love and light and high vibration. But if the true feminine is the dark, is the mystery, it is the womb, it is the creatrix, right? You go into the dark to then birth the light. So we must dive down in and understand our witchy gifts. And this isn't a matter whether you're male or female. This is an energy, right? This is, we're going into the energy of the value of the feminine and your witchy gifts and the pieces of you that are in that underground and how much you deny them. So we have all of this energy, right? So we were talking about Saturn, which is the father of father time, the lord of karma. And we also have a counterpart with this to the black moon, which is the masculine dark, right? Which is opposite of Venus and Hecate. So there's all these amazing things going on. So it's really about karmic life lessons, deep shadow work, to see the parts of yourself that you denied. All of it keeps coming back to, where are you denying yourself? Where are you denying yourself? So we're going to go in and we're going to work on some places of where we're denying ourselves. Work on that karmic life lesson so that we can allow ourselves to heal and transform and change. And that's what we're going to be doing, right now, okay? We're going to work towards this energy and allow ourselves to really move into a new experience. So one of the things that I love right now, so I'm big on essential oils, and I'm using transformation. So if you have essential oils or like essential oils, transformation is a really powerful one for right now. It really is. I have it in my diffuser, and I'm using it on my body, and it smells great too. But it's really about this transformation, this experience. So we're going to be going into the void and allowing ourselves to feel this energy today. So just take a few moments to get settled in. You're trying to make sure today that your actions align with your deepest soul callings. We're going to be taking a journey into the underworld, allowing ourselves to really look at the parts of us that we've denied, so that you can get to the gold of your highest destiny. So just allowing yourself now to just close your eyes, breathing deep into your heart, deep into your belly. Releasing and letting go of anything that's not serving you. The energy today is about transforming the patterns of life. This is the great life cycle that is about to complete, and it is time for you to release. I want you to just squeeze your perineum, that's your buttocks, the perineum, the root chakra area, and breathe deep into it. Pamula Bandha, locking that energy in that area. And then when you breathe out, just grounding, shooting that energy right down into Mother Earth, into Mother Gaia, down, 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 grounding yourself into her energy. And then breathe up the energy of Mother Earth, Mother Gaia, allowing that energy to come right into the root chakra, grounding down in. To be able to have an initiation and awakening, you must be grounded into your body and the earth. Because the crown chakra, which is the crown of initiations and awakening, it is a barometer and it cannot be open fully. It cannot be there if you are not grounded. As above, so below. You must be grounded into the body to be able to awaken and initiate this upper chakra. Ground in, just breathing deep again into the belly and into the pelvic bowl, squeezing the mula bandha, the lock, feeling that energy, and then shooting that energy down again into the. And now I want you to imagine in front of you that there's a big, beautiful tree. This is the tree of life. Whatever your tree looks like, it's big and beautiful with roots growing deep into Mother Gaia and into the earth. And then up its beautiful trunk and into a full blossom canopy of leaves, maybe flowers, stretches way, way, way up into the sky. And in this beautiful tree of life, there's weavings of sacred geometry and infinity symbols. It's the weaving of life, rooted, grounded into the earth, flexible, move with the wind above, is able to flow with the energy of life and still stay rooted into the ground. This is your portal into the underworld, into the depths of the womb, into the depths of your shadow, to allow you to heal and align and let go the energy. You can transmute it into soul alchemy of your experience. We're going in today to alchemize the soul's journey. Just allowing yourself to start to walk towards your tree of life, and you'll start to notice in the trunk there's a beautiful opening. You're just walking into this tree. We're going to be journeying in to retrieve the parts of us that we've left behind, our soul retrieval. Journeying into this energy. Into the tree of life. And as you step into this beautiful trunk of your tree of life, you start to notice that there is a gateway, there are stairs, and it goes down, down, deep, deep, deep into the earth. And you start to slowly go step by step down into this tree, into the womb. One step, two steps. You're entering this beautiful black obsidian chamber. It glows with the energy of the dark feminine and the dark masculine as it engulfs you in its womb as you start to travel farther and farther down. And in this energy is where it illuminates Where are you holding yourself back? Where are you denying yourself? Where are you numbing out or projecting your fears? What are the lessons and karmic lessons that finally need to be transformed, transmuted? So keep diving and walking down deep until you enter this beautiful black obsidian chamber. And here in this chamber, one of your guides comes to meet you to take you on this journey into the depths of you, to reclaim the parts of you that you have let go in this lifetime or other lifetimes. What gifts have you left behind? Allowing yourself to bring in the mysteries. So now just sitting in this beautiful black obsidian chamber, in the womb of darkness, in the creation space, and just ask. Ask to be shown what is here for me. What have where have I denied myself? What is my harmonic point, my repeating pattern? What else do I need to let, to transmute, to experience, to move through? You may get a feeling or a nudge or a sensation in your body, or see a vision or hear a word or have a knowingness. Just accept it. Just listen, feel, notice. You may see numbers or fire signs. Whatever is right for you right now. This is asking you to dive deeper into your spiritual connection, but first opening to the parts of you that you've denied. Imagine now, as you're here in this beautiful black chamber, that you start to see sparks of beautiful golden light, platinum energy, and rainbow light starting to travel towards you. These are the parts of yourself that you have denied, that you are calling back for all space and time, from all lifetimes, from all dimensions. Allowing that energy to start to sparkle and shine as it comes into your body on an energetic level, aligning your energy field, your torque field, your aura. This is going to allow you to be feeling those energies so that you can open your channel, so that you can allow yourself to be more connected to your multidimensional self. Call them back. What are you calling back into your life right now? Where have you been insecure? Where have you overcommitted? Where are you afraid to take action? Allowing that energy, all of these soul parts to flow back into you. We hold energetic imprints of our soul lineage, similar to what an ancestral lineage is, only this is in our DNA. It holds the memories of all of our past lives and all of the energetic templates for our future timelines, the future versions of ourselves. So we allow our soul fragments to come back in, filtering in that light right into our DNA. Our DNA has light receptors on it, and it allows it to bring us back to activate our DNA, activate our past life memories and our healings, and allow us to glimpse into our future potential timelines. As we start to align to a higher dimensional future, a higher timeline, we go through a purification process, and the energy can be really confusing, challenging, painful. And it just doesn't transform us, it brings us the feelings and the wounds and the beliefs and the unconscious states that are being brought up so they can be cleared, refined, allow us to step into a new pathway that can be open fully. As you retrieve these soul parts, you allow for this energy, this backup sitting chamber, sitting here with your higher self, a guide, and just ask, what is it that I now need to know? Be asked to be shown a glimpse of your future timeline from a higher dimensional so that you can start to align to it. Just calling all these parts in and asking for that glimpse. And then your guide, your higher self, they're there for you with this journey. What do they want you to know? Taking this energy, bringing it and pulling it in your heart. What is one thing in the next month that you will work on to transmute, to release, to transmute, to move, so that you can own all the parts of you, step into your highest destiny. With this message from your guide or your higher self, knowingness of the shadow, the thing, the work that needs to be done, the thing that is most pertinent for you right now to transform. I want you to take that energy, start to walk back up the steps from that black obsidian chamber. You start to walk towards the light. And you're walking back up into your tree of life so that you can transform and transmute into the light. Illumination, right, that comes from the sun of the full moon. We've gone deep into the chamber of darkness and we're walking up into to bring it to light. What needs to be brought to light so that I can walk on the path of the sun to my highest destiny. Integrating, noticing, feeling, Stepping up one step, two, three, four, feeling this energy move. Allowing for this moving, transforming up, 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 until you're all the way back up into the trunk of the tree of life, into the loving energy of Mother Gaia. You step now back out into the field, out of the tree of life, and back into the illumination and the sun. Breathing in this energy, feeling it, noticing it, allow yourself to align. This journey into the underworld today was not about transmuting, calling back your soul parts, knowing what you need to work on, giving you a glimpse of what is possible so that you have this next month work with this energy. This is what this is here for, to work with this energy next month. You are transforming the patterns of lifetimes right now. This is the great cycle that is about to complete. And it is through our soul lineage and our DNA that we are able to navigate this experience in the collective. Coming back to this moment in this time, feeling the energy, your body. Shifting and moving. As you're coming back, I'd love to hear, please, in the comments or in the chat, like what is the shadow, the one thing, a part of you that you've been denying that you're bringing back? What are you going to be working on transmuting? Have this transformation to release. This is the time where you can completely shift and everything in your life will be different. I'm willing to take the challenge of this energy right now. Yes. Calling back your power. More connected to your body. Yeah. The energy right now, it can be hard and tricky to navigate as our lower mind can't fully comprehend, right, what's occurring. So it tries to make up stories. It tries to justify, the energy moving through our systems. That's why it is so important. Embodiment is key. One of the, when in our mystery school, we work on understanding how to use the sacred geometry in the body, how to use the energy systems in the different chakras, how to move through all of these things in an aligned way that allows you to completely transform. An initiate is a person who's been admitted into the teachings and the practices of ancient spiritual traditions. And the process of initiation, right? We're in this initiation and awakening of the full moon. So the process of initiation, it marks the beginning of a journey into the deeper esoteric knowledge that we are moving towards. And right now, there's a lot of people coming into their initiation, where we're learning the profound spiritual teachings that encompass aspects of the divine and the universe and the self. So now is the time to get involved and move through ceremonies and rites, but it also comes with tests. Once you step into the path of the initiate, Your life does not get easier right away. It will sometimes get a lot harder because it is designed, right? The tests are designed to prepare you for to be initiated both spiritually and mentally. These processes are meant to purify you, awaken your spiritual awareness, align you with higher universal truths and principles. I've been walking the path of the initiate for years, and it has not been an easy path, but it is so beautiful. And through this, you get to learn sacred wisdom that is not always available. Right now, we are at a time now where this information, right, teachings on cosmology, spirituality, alchemy, magic, the afterlife, is starting to come out. But this is it's a decision of personal growth and personal transformation, and often service to our community. And that's where I'm calling you now into the path of the initiate. How many of you feel like you are on the path of the initiate? I know several of you are in my mystery school already. If you are on the path of the initiate, or you are ready to step into the initiation, I want you to just put a 1 in the chat. Are you ready to be initiated in your life into the great mysteries of who you can be? This is the time. We are waiting for each and every one of you. We need all of you. But it is deep, deep work, and it is hard work, and it is beautiful work, and it is fun work. It is play. One of the energies that we talk about in the mystery school, which is so powerful, is the energy of, it's not just deep, dark, hard work, but creativity, play, sex magic, fun. Like getting into the body. And that's one of the things that we're teaching and doing at our spring equinox. Not spring, the autumn equinox. And so I have 2 things for you guys today. One is if you are interested and want to stay connected and find out about when we release our next mystery school, I have a gift for you. You can get my Bliss DNA journey and activation. And when you sign up for that, it gives you a hour-long. So we just did a short thing here today. The Divine DNA and Bliss Consciousness Journey. It's an hour-long with a class, and it's going to take you into working with your DNA, understanding a little bit more about this work and how to really work with it. And it'll also keep you on the list so that when we announce the mystery school that starts in October for our next round, you will get the information about that and how you can either become a part of that or join that and come to Egypt with us. Egypt is in March, and so you can either just join the mystery school, or you can just join Egypt, or you can do both. The powerful combination of the two together. So I just put the link there for you to grab your complimentaries, my gift to you. It's a Bliss DNA experience, and so that you can have that and stay connected. And then for those of you that are able to travel or are here in the Austin area and want to join us live for our 2-day experience, you're going to get dive right into the initiations, dive right into the quantum miracles. Plus, we have a bunch of amazing thought leaders from our docu-series that are also going to be joining us and taking you through like breathwork sessions and different types of healings. So it's going to be an amazing experience. That is September 21st and 22nd here in Austin, Texas. We have modern technologies like biohacking. We'll be going through ceremonies and rites, cacao ceremonies, quantum healing, journeys into all sorts of different things, working with the earth and nature. And if you use the code Leo, it's still Leo season. So if you use the code Leo, since you came onto the call today, you can get a discount on that and join us in Austin, Texas for this 2-day experience. I can guarantee you to be transformational and life-changing. We've had so many amazing people come through our live events. And if you just have to stay online with me, the Mystery School is online, and you don't have to come to the live experiences, but you do get a gift of coming to those live experiences as part of that. Um, I would love to see if any of you have any questions or anything else that you would love to share with us today. Pay attention to this full moon energy for the next 2 days. Really, really pay attention. You may get triggered. There's going to be a lot of stuff coming up. It's asking you to deepen your spiritual connection. Uh, and it's asking you to really step into your soul's calling. And I want to know, where have you been denying yourself? Where are you still not stepping into your truth self, and allow yourself to dive deep into the feminine dark mysteries and go into the womb. Now is the time. So I hope to see you all in Austin in the next month. I am super excited about that. And for those of you that won't be joining us live, there is an online 7-day event that you will be able to be a part of that. Even if you can't come to the 2-day live event, you will still have access to 45 of the most amazing thought leaders around the world that will be teaching classes and doing transmissions and healings and breathwork classes and all sorts of amazing stuff for that. And then the Mystery School starts again in October, and we will be offering a special experience for those of you coming into that. Got a good 20 people, I think, so far for this next round, and we're really excited to see everyone that's going to come in. And that is a 3-month, 90-day experience that you will be able to dive deep into the mysteries and understand how to work with your body, and also the quantum physics behind it. So thank you all so very much. Bye. I love it. Yay, I'm seeing everybody's waving. Ha, ha, bye. Love you all so much. I love it. Y'all turned on your cameras. Fabulous. Love you, love you, love you. You all make me feel so blessed. I'm so grateful to be a part of this community with you and to share with you. Mm.